ladies and gentlemen, that leaves us waiting for just one. But of course, we'll need your help. Would you join us in welcoming the bride? Would you all rise? Just like you see it in the movies. Gentle breeze, absolutely perfect weather, friends and family around. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being the friends and family of precious. Where they've relied on you in the past, sometimes keep their chin and their spirit up. They'll rely on you in the future for the same. Thanks for coming and celebrating their love and their life with them. It means the world to them. God bless. Who has the honor of bringing this woman this day to you? Sir, you may receive your blessing. Michael, you'll get better at that. Get the flowers, something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, you may all be seated. Oh my heavens, look at you two. You feel better now? Yeah. Walked out too. We're all nervous back there. My heavens. Looks good to see you. Perfect day, huh? I know. Can you imagine that? It's not an accident that you met. Truth is, we all know you're both a mess. And so God says, what do I do? What do I do? Oh, I know what I'll do. Michael's so messed up that I'm going to bring him this special little package. She's going to fix it. It's going to take a lifetime. And because God's an equal opportunity employer, he said, you can't imagine the mess this young lady's in. So he brought her to you. And of course, there you are, you started, you did this thing called falling in love, right? Well, it's hardly falling, isn't it? But you look down at your cell phones to see, right? That was Michael calling. Remember when those days sat here? And sat her, and you listened for the messages. Well, that's the beginning of it. Of course, you walk up to a fifth little step at a little place like this. And you exchange promises to each other. Those promises will last a life. Of course, you've already made promises, haven't you? Okay. Well, he's not going to take the trash out, like he said. The truth of the matter is, what you're walking into isn't something you fall into. You don't fall in love, believe it or not. Although, that's a popular term. A young man, very similar to you, very smart, like you, went to the finer school, and he excelled, like you. He became a lawyer, and he put together something actually that has lasted now, well, for about 20 centuries, about this thing called love. He wrote it rather to a city about the size of Tucson. He happened to go through this city like 4 different times on the appeal. he had raised to the Supreme Court. As he went through this city, it's on the, well, it's along the Mediterranean, very similar to San Diego. Have you ever been there? San Diego's a great city, isn't it? Well, this city was no different. It had all the earmarkings of a San Diego. And he had his favorite areas to go when he went there. And he observed couples just like you. And sometimes, during his third and fourth journey, he was perplexed because he noticed the couples were starting to grow apart. He noticed people in general, over the years, forgetting what this was. And so he wrote a letter to remind them that love was not a feeling, but something to fall into. He said it's really simple. Love is being patient with each other. Love is treating each other kindly. Love isn't arrogant, it's not boastful. Certainly not on itself. It doesn't act rudely or unbecomingly. It doesn't seek, how can I get my own love? Love doesn't do that. It's not easily provoked. So, you know, when you want to put, well, you don't choke the life out of him at times, it's not easily provoked. Long suffering with that. And it doesn't keep a record of when it's been wrong. Now, both of you at times can break each other's heart. And that's part of love. But true love doesn't keep a record, throw it in the other person's face. It doesn't rejoice with things that aren't good in this world. Well, you guys can get to see a lot of that. This world's a mess. Rather, love rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, it believes all things, it hopes all things, and endures everything. This lawyer said. And he was right. At the end of his letter to the city of Corinth, and you can find that in the 13th chapter of the book of Corinth, he says this: in your life, only three things are going to matter: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of those three things is love. So I'm glad you found each other. She flirted with you, and you did. And that's a good thing. So, because it is such a good thing, people, when they're wanting to express their love outwardly, gather their friends and family, exchange rings, proclaim their love in words. You got a ring today?
Uh-huh.
Let's have one. Take that ring, place it onto Heather's finger, looking into her eyes, and repeating your vows after me. I, Michael,
I, Michael,
take you, Heather,
take you, Heaven,
as my one true love,
as my one true love,
my partner in this life,
my partner in this life,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better and for worse,
for better and for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer and for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
until by God's call
until by God's call,
do we ever part.
do we ever part.
And have you brought a ring as well? Got that. Well, that scared everyone. You take that ring. Place it. Oh, other hand. There, that's better. Looking into this man's eyes and repeating your promises to him as well. I, Heather, take you, Michael, as my one true love and my partner in this life, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until by God's call do we ever part. But just for a moment, because you have asked this to occur, we're going to ask you to depart. And we are at this time going to bring up Robert and Joyce. Well, Robert and Joyce, these kids have watched you and are going to continue to watch you. You, of course, are married. And today, as an outward profession, you'll be there for them as a continuing, well, example of what this thing called love is. We've asked you to, to reaffirm your vows one to another. And once before, the two of you stood before family and friends, and once again today, you stand before family and friends, taking the hand of the other, the partner in your life, affirming that is your one true love. Will you this day, and are you this day, renewing those promises that you previously made one to another, to erase tears with laughter, to soothe each other's pain and hurts with loving care and kindness? Will you continue to allow God on the canvas of your life to finish his work in you as husband and wife, so that, that you may give your loved ones, these precious ones, a finished work of art painted on the canvas of this thing called your marriage? If so, signify by saying, I will. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, you two, come here. You've seen this in a lot of weddings, haven't you? Look at this. See this candle, these candles up here? Well, Michael, one represents your life and the other represents yours. Now it takes a lifetime to achieve what's going to happen here in the next few moments. Michael, you're going to help. You're going to get these candles lit with your precious loved one here and give her a hand on that. And then you're going to light that candle in the center. Okay? You'll find together you're much, much bigger than apart. Much more significant. So that's why that candle is that much bigger. So please step forward and light that candle together.
So, let's hope I can get my candle lit within my question.
Well, you two just stay right up there. You can hold hands. It's okay. We know you like each other. Well, what started out simply and innocently is going to end innocently. It just gets complicated from here. So from this day forward, the rings bearing an outward expression of the inward change that's taken place because of your loved ones for another. You can look at the love of your life. And Heather, you can look at the love of your life. And know from this day forward, forever to be, well, one. From this day forward, your names have changed. No longer are you Heather Cohen, and Michael, no longer are you Michael Valenzuela. Your new name on earth is Michael in heaven. May kiss your precious life. We want to give about 1,000 of those, okay, Michael? In a lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a party tonight. Would you join me in welcoming to the party Michael in heaven? So ladies and gentlemen, we'll ask the families to go ahead and step out first, if you would. And if you're a guest, we'll take you inside. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is that card. You'll need to keep that card with you as you enter. Of course, the place setting, it'll tell exactly, the caterer exactly what meal you're having. Thanks so very much for coming. God bless.